to my channel. I don't even want to guess at how many minutes I just sat here, one, talking to my mom on my phone, and two, reveling in the fact that my new pillow has a zipper. This week we are diving into another character breakdown. It is our final character breakdown into the world of the originals, with a twist this time. We are diving into the world of magic and witches. Not something altogether welcomed in New Orleans, not with Marcel leading the way, but our girl makes it work. Say hello to Lilandra. I know, I have some really weird names for my characters, but I'm okay with that. I'm going to link Eliza's video down below so you get an idea of what the originals is, because I really don't want to explain it again. Lilandra was a spur-of-the-moment character created alongside another character of my best friend's. She was also made to be a counterbalance to Eliza. Whereas Eliza is afraid of Klaus and a vampire, Lilandra doesn't see reason to fear Klaus as long as you don't give him reason to turn on you, and she's also a witch. I think by now you've all guessed I love magic. I grew up loving it, and it hasn't changed much since I hit adulthood. It's matured some, but it's still one of the focal points of my life. So creating a witch in a part of the country whose Wiccan lore I didn't know was like opening a door into a new wondrous world. The amount of research that went into Lilandra was ridiculous, and not a moment of it was ill spent, but that is a completely different blog post. Lilandra's place in the originals world is as Klaus's constant companion, for lack of a better way to put it. She practices earth-based magic, meaning her magic can't be tracked like the other witches within the French Quarter, and it also makes her the ideal ally for Klaus. But she also proves to be an ideal friend. Lilandra has the ability to see something in Klaus that few others can, and doesn't let his moments of rash behavior and anger change that. She understands he's had a difficult life, and he doesn't know how to properly handle situations, and she does her best to guide him with her own, though still somewhat limited knowledge. This bond that forms between them becomes the basis of their entire relationship, and why it's definitely one of the strongest I've written outside of possibly only Effie and Derek. The easiest part of creating Lilandra was deciding to make her a witch. Like I said before, I love magic. Anytime I have a chance to create a character who can use magic, I'm going to jump at it. If I can work a way for there to be magic in the world, even if it's not prominent, I go for it. I absolutely love magic, so making Lilandra a witch was a no-brainer. Not only was it a new area of magic for me to discover, but there were also different types of magic within the originals world itself. So I got to learn more about that and really got into researching it to decide what kind of magic Lilandra was going to practice. I've always been a firm believer in never take more than you're given. Use what you have and let it flourish. That's why I decided Lilandra was going to be a more nature-based witch. With nature magic, it's give and take. You're given a certain amount of power to use and play with as you please, as long as you return something to the earth in exchange. It's a lot like the alchemic law of equivalent exchange, like that. And it's something I try to work into not just my characters when I can, but my own life as well. There's really not anything about creating Lilandra that was hard. If I had to pick something, I'd say learning a new region's magical background and history, but that's not really hard when it's two subjects I absolutely adore studying. Best part of writing Lilandra to date is her magic. I know, everything is coming back to magic in this post, but that's what happens when you play with witches. I don't think I need to explain any further why her magic is my favorite part. I'm pretty sure I've listed all the reasons at least twice now. The hardest part of writing Lilandra is keeping her on Klaus's side no matter what, because that is her main thing. She is 100% with Klaus no matter what. And there are times where Klaus makes the wrong decisions, and he knows it, but he does it anyway. Keeping Lilandra from turning on him like everybody else becomes a challenge at those times, because she knows he's wrong, and she knows he's aware of it. She wants nothing more than to blow up in his face scream at him, and she knows she can't, because by doing that she will lose Klaus, because the moment someone turns on him, he turns on them, and it's very rare you can go back. There is no repairing the relationship back to the original point once you've done that. She would end up proving herself no better than any other person in his life. So I have to make a conscious effort to have her understanding and calm towards his actions, even when she wants nothing more than to smack him upside the head and call him an utter moron. Which, I'll admit, she's done a variation of that a few times, just much gentler. It's kind of like writing Nicole in Teen Wolf, because Nicole is on Derek's side the whole time. Even when I know what Derek's doing is wrong, I know he has the wrong assumption, and I don't want Nicole to be wrong, but at the same time, in order to fit into her storyline, she has to be. So it's like that. Lilandra knows that Klaus is doing things wrong, knows that he knows it, and she has to keep her temper. She cannot blow up at him, or it would destroy their relationship. So it's definitely one of the harder things I've had to write. Nicole and Lilandra are definitely the characters that want to drive me up an effing wall. Currently, I'm working my way through the seasons with Lilandra. Not easy in the slightest, because a lot of crap happens in this show, but I'm working as hard as I can to get her through to the end. How she'll be when she gets there, well, I'm not entirely sure yet. As I said in Eliza's video, I have not watched the final season yet. So I don't know where Lilandra is going to be at the end of it all. It's going to be interesting and messy and, well, no, interesting and messy is pretty much where it's going to be. We'll just have to wait and find out when we get there. And that is our character breakdown for Lilandra. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. I completely forgot to say this in Wednesday's video, but as always, all of my social media handles and my blog will be down in the description below if you want to read the post that goes along with this video. Don't forget to hit that like button if you did enjoy the video. I love knowing you guys like my content. If you haven't yet, please also hit the subscribe button. It means the world to me to share my knowledge with more people, to share my experiences with more people. If you have subscribed but you haven't yet, don't forget to turn on that notification bell, setting your options for your notifications to all, not just for me, but for everyone you follow. Coming soon to my blog, just letting you guys in on a little update to it. I am going to be doing a character's bio page, just for those people who don't want to read through the rambling of my blogs or sit through the rambling of my videos. They'll have quick access to the basic information about my characters. It's going to take a while to put up because I have a lot of characters, but I think you guys will enjoy it. And I will see you guys on Wednesday with another alternate universe changes video. Bye!